On this episode of Picker Road, we're at the Hoover Dam, one of the true modern marvels of the world. Now we're going to hit some antique stores in Boulder City, Nevada.
And after all of this activity, we're going to get a really good treat.
And as always, we're going to take you on the adventure. Join the journey.
I'm Harleen, and along with my husband Gary and our son Will, we are a family of pickers. We travel the country finding treasures to bring to you. Along the way, we have great adventures. Come along with us. Join the journey on Picker Road.
Hoover Dam is considered a masterpiece of the Great Depression era. Completed in the 1930s, its Art Deco design is known worldwide. Let's see if we can find some Art Deco in Boulder City.
We're going to go into Boulder Vintage. I've heard that this is one of the best vintage stores in Boulder City. Let's check it out. Right away, it has a really nice feeling as you come in. Oh, I love this rabbit.
Oh, look at that. That's fun.
He's so fun on a little moped. Boy, he'd be fun for Easter.
Smells really good in here, too.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. Look at these birds. Oh, and porcupines. Oh, but I love the birds. They look so real. Oh. Look at this one. Oh, look at the face. Oh, I love him. Look at that face. Oh, he's really precious. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
What nice little birds.
How much are they?
He is only $4.50. Very sweet. Let's look around. I think we're in for a treat. Oh, I really like the saying right next to the birds. Let your dreams take flight. Nice. Are those candles? I don't know what they are. Let's see. That's a candle.
Coffee candle.
Oh my God, that sounds good.
Oh, it smells
Gary,
like coffee.
smell that.
Cup of Joe, I love that.
That's your kind of
That
candle.
is my candle.
However, the house does smell like coffee all the time. Very fun. Oh, now we have some crystal. Very pretty and appealing display. I love the column. The use of column. Very
Ooh, look
nice.
at all these vintage scales.
Wow. Yeah. This is the real thing, too. Lots of Easter. Aw. Aries.
I'm an Aries.
So am I.
There we go.
Oh, look what we found.
What did we find?
The Mona
The Mona
Lisa,
Lisa.
and she's only $15.
Oh, I don't even know if the Louvre knows she's gone. They're such appealing displays, every single one of them. A rabbit mold for chocolate. That's nice. Oh, a bunny mitt. It's $10. He's fun. The angel wings.
It's a candlestick.
Oh, yes, it is. Oh, he's funny. I love when crystals are introduced with rusty iron or something like that. The juxtaposition of something that's glass and very refined with something that's more rusty gold. It's always really interesting. Gary pointed out this weather vane. It looks old, but I believe it is a contemporary piece. These bunnies are very sweet. Everywhere it's decorated for Easter. I love those. They're storage tins. Oh, look at him, that duck. He's been made into a cushion for hat pins, but he is vintage. He's also $50, so I think I'm going to leave him under the dome for right now. Oh, I like that. A bird decal. Very nice for spring, and as I keep saying, Mother's Day is almost upon us. Well, this booth looks like it might have some true vintage. Up here we have some clear glass, thimbles, a little thimble hutch. And this mirror looks old. I think maybe we're going to take this. I think this would be a lovely addition to the boutique on our jewelry cabinet for people to be able to try things on. Gary, would you hold that?
Be happy to.
There's a horse. And in here, looks like we have some jadeite. I'm always looking for glow glass. Oh, and look at those salt and peppers.
Oh, those are vintage Vegas for sure.
Vintage Vegas. And look at this vintage television. It's an Admiral. You think if I turn the knobs long enough, I'm going to get American Idol?
You look at that and you think I Love Lucy's going to come on any second now. But we are in Boulder City, and Desi Arnaz Jr. lives here. Never know if
does.
we'll see him. Okay, now these are fun. These are some vintage science fiction readers. What's really cool is that the great science fiction minds of the 20th century got hired to write these, and they actually got paid by the word. So they would write story after story after story, and they would just keep coming. They're not worth a lot, but if you love science fiction, they are just so cool to flip through.
These are some old rubber children's toys. Look at that little face. It's interesting because the rubber sometimes will get this powder on it as it ages and gets more brittle. He could probably use a bit of oil maybe to soften him again. Of course, Donald Duck and a football. Those are oldies. Who doesn't love the Beatles? Oh, these are fun. Gary, can I have a quarter? Very nice. Oh, look at these little chicks. They're so fuzzy. They almost look like the real thing. They're a little fuzzy, just like real chicks. Very sweet. Look at all this beautiful turquoise. Turquoise and coral, silver. And down here, that's an unusual piece with that Y on it. And look at these squash blossom necklaces. Those are exquisite. Very, very beautiful things in this antique mall. I've had a really good time looking around. I'm gonna pay for my mirror and head on out.
The Hoover Dam is only about a 10-minute drive from Boulder City, Nevada. As you turn a corner, you see Lake Mead, which was created by the establishment of the dam. The closer you get, the more power lines you see. Hoover Dam still powers a considerable amount of the southwestern United States. Hey, we're gonna head in, but first let's check out a really interesting garage sale, see what we can find.
Ooh, look at that old chest. Very interesting. Oh, look at this guy. This is the old, he's $10. It's like an old magazine stand. Can you tell what that design is?
No, I can't.
And there's little nails there.
Oh, it's an older piece.
Let's take him. Oh, look at that. Photographs. First of all, this is a, what does this say? This is a, I saw a little, there we go. It is a tablecloth for $4. It's very, very pretty. Got some staining here though, so let's just look at the photographs here. Ah, nice. Chair. $20 for that little chair. A mug. Oh, it's got a crack in it. Okay, let's take a look at this table. It's kind of an unusual shape. Oh, that's pretty. Yes,
Hang that up at a window. How much is your little hanging?
$2.
It's very pretty. Let's see what else we have here. This looks like Pioneer Woman. No, it is Tag. All right. We have little salt and peppers. Those are older. $2 a set.
Yeah, I was driving around for a half hour looking for other sales. I didn't see a sale anywhere.
They're missing their cork. Little violets on there, very pretty. The cork is in there. We'll probably dig that out. There's that one has it. Gary, let's take those. I'll let you.
How about that? It sells everywhere.
Sure, let's take that. It's very pretty. So you can, oh, there, you can fit them right in there. All right.
You see me on my fingers. I'm like, what is it again?
Look at that cobalt blue bottle. What does that say on the bottom? Japan. Nice little cobalt blue bottle. I wonder what that was used for. And I wonder if you could even get this. Is it an inkwell?
Yeah. Inkwell.
It's very pretty. How much is that?
$2.
Would you do $1 on it?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll take him. This is a little Scotty. Oh, he's so cute. I want to check him for chips. So he looks good. He's $2. I wonder what you'd use him for. What do you guys think? What would you use him for? Let me know in the comments. I'm trying to see, is his tail broken? Is that a break there? I'm trying to see. Does that look like a break, William?
I think it has been repaired.
It's like a repair, huh? I think for $2 we're going to take him anyway. I want to take him home. And we have a Fitz and Floyd teapot. Isn't that pretty? I'm going to take this off for a second. Let's see. Fitz and Floyd Classics.
That's my problem.
I wonder if he's an older Fitz and Floyd.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very attractive. Let's see. I see a little chip there, but the spout and the handle look good. So let me just look real careful. It's hard sometimes in the excitement of finding things. You miss stuff. Now there's a chip right there that would need a repair. But I think he's still worth taking. He's $5. So for $5, I think I'm going to get him. So Gary, you can just leave this here. You don't have to hold it. This is an older, made in Japan. It's an electric coffee pot. I don't see a cord. And let's see what we have. Stamps. That one's a rose. Sun. And apple. Interesting. I wonder what they would be for. Do you think that would be
Cookie
a
press?
cookie press or for, I guess that's it. Clay wouldn't really make sense. A little box of goodies here. Little candle holders. Those are kind of unusual. I've never seen anything like that. I can't tell if they're a hobby piece or if they're super old. There's no markings that I can see, but they're very, very interesting. How pretty would those be? Let's at least find out how much they are. These are some old looking canisters. That rich amber color, and they're by, it says Biller and Jones, St. Louis, Missouri. Those are old. The problem why I'm not going to pick them up is because they're terribly broken. Collectors really do want things in good shape. All right, let's move on to another table. Okay, look at this. This is a shawl. What does it say? I'm not sure what that is. I think it is a shawl, but I just don't deal in clothing. As pretty as that is, it's not a piano shawl. I think it's to be worn. Oh, this is lovely. Look at this. Oh, look at that little book. Oh, it's a book. I thought it was a book. It's a purse. $2. And it says Tour to Tokyo.
Hi.
Very pretty.
Morning.
Quite a bit of bead damage though on that, unfortunately. And this piece, also very pretty. Let's see what we got. Label's been cut out, so I don't know. I think I'll leave those.
Yeah, it's kind of
$2. Oh, look at that carved apple.
cookie cutters.
He's broken.
You know they're going to pay.
Darn. Darn, darn, darn. Oh, little Dutch salt and peppers. And the little Dutch boy and little cream and sugar. Gonna keep moving on here. Very Hollywood Regency. $5 on this. Germany. Please don't be chipped. Please. Little tiny one right there. Let's see what we can get for him. There we have a vintage tissue holder. Pretty seafoam green. I don't know how many people use those anymore. Okay, let's move over to that table over there. Okay, now this table is intriguing because it's got jewelry. And I like the jewelry. Let's see. Earrings. No. Those are very light. Ah, feather light. They almost look like origami. Let's see. Oh, look at those. Oh, that's a pin. Oh, that is by, let's see, Express. So contemporary, Express, clothes, little rings. Very lightweight, so I know they're not gold. And some more jewelry. Let's see what we have back here. Some more pearl. Very, again, so lightweight, so I know right away it's not really old. That looks old, but it's a reproduction. It's not really old. And now that looks vintage to me. A little flower pin like that. Let's ask how much that is. That looks vintage. And a little rose pin. Let's see, that one is marked too. That is by Can't tell. I know it's not super old though, so I'm not going to get my loop out. And here's some more jewelry. Go through it kind of quickly here. We've got metal on top of it. Those beads, light beads, light beads. So this is all newer jewelry. The kind of costume jewelry that's pretty easy to get. We'll put their flowers back on there. Oh, I just saw one thing in here. Now that's old too. That's a carved piece. Trying to see what that would go on. It almost looks like it would be part of a belt. I like that. I'm just going to ask how much that is. I just wanted to check this basket. Make sure it's not a Longenberger. I can say that, Longenberger. Ah, I didn't go down far enough. Here's the old stuff. There's an old pin and earring set. Oh, there we go. Huh, I'm glad I dug. There's the other one.
Probably.
I'm glad I dug down. And there. And finally, that set. See, is that anybody we know?
Yeah.
Well, I am going to get out my loop on this one.
Oh, yeah?
All right, got my loop out. Very handy, inexpensive to have, and lightweight, and it's a good thing to always have with you if you need to see the really tiny print on things like jewelry. Uh-huh. It's Sarah Coventry. Very pretty. But I think I'll leave that one. Okay. Over here it looks like we've got some really old books. Let me put down those guys. Love and Friendship by Emerson. Ralph Waldo, I'm sure. Oh wow, look at that writing. That was done a long time ago. From A. Godfrey to Mrs. R. Christensen, in remembrance of my wife. That's very sweet. Love and Friendship. Let's see if we can get a year. Love.
Sometimes when you have the outdoor.
Copyright 1896.
And then sometimes they have the outdoor tables and they have places.
Here we have The Boy at School, the story of Samuel, Children of the Bible series. That's another old piece.
Yeah, it's fun just looking and
See if we can get a
I know a girl that does vintage clothing. I could send her a picture of that dress if you want.
Oh, well, it's not, I just,
let's see if we can get a
take a picture of it and say
1905, a date.
she would want it.
There's the word date. All right. Let's ask about these two. So 42.
Okay,
Okay.
you can do 40.
All right, thank you.
It took thousands of workers 4 years to build the Hoover Dam. Today you can learn its fascinating history when you visit. There's a beautiful Art Deco monument to the establishment in 1935. Standing on the main section of the dam, you can see Lake Mead to your left with the spillway house. And standing on the other side, you can see the very, very steep drop down to the power plant and the Colorado River. All right, let's head back to Boulder City and check out another antique store. Hey, this one looks really nice. Sherman's House of Antiques. Let's take a look at it. Oh, look at all these fun pop culture statues outside. There's Darth Vader. Don't mess with him. All right, let's head in and see if we can find some interesting treasures. This place looks fantastic.
This antique mall is extremely packed with goodies. Look at this blue hobnail glass. I really like the color, but the prices are a little steep for reselling. They're lovely. And this nice white, also, I believe it's Fenton, but a little pricey. Carnival glass, nice yellow colors, very, very pretty. Lots to look at here. Oh, I like this vase. That beautiful color. And it's very thin. Like that. It's about 5 inches tall. Lots to look at. And here we find Marilyn pouring a drink. Pour one for all of us, Marilyn. Just looking and scanning over all these different little treasures. And here's a really nice pitcher and glass set. I'm trying to see who it's made by. It looks like an HA for Hazel Atlas, but I can't really make it out for sure. Leave a comment if you guys know who made this. But it is a very attractive set. And up here there's some nice shoes. I'm pretty sure those are Fenton. And some hats behind them, also Fenton. Nice assortment of colors. I really like those. The prices on them, though, are a little bit high for resale, so I can't pick any of those up. But it's nice to see what other sellers are asking and selling. Here I find some really cute lamps. For an oriental motif, they'd be perfect. This vase has a little bit of damage on it, and they have a really high price. So I'm kind of enjoying seeing it, but it isn't something I would buy. Moving on, I'm looking at all these different colors of glass. This is really an unusual handkerchief bowl. Pretty striping on it. The thing with these antique malls, all these prices have already been curated, and there really isn't any room for me as a reseller. I like these cupids, the gold, very attractive. And of course we have cookie jars. She's got quite a face on her. She's an older one. And this nice dinnerware. Again, some crystal with metal. I always like that look. And this is an unusual piece. It looks to be oriental. Oh, these cows are really cute. Little faces on them with their little hooves crossed. Little old brass box, kind of a trinket box. They want $35 for, which is a little high for me. For resale, again. If I was a collector, that'd be a great price. Looks like there's a little bit of Wedgwood there. And down here, some more figurines. This is a happy little chap with his dog. Not marked. Put him back. Moving on, let's see what else we can see. More figurines, more salt and peppers, cups and saucers, all sorts of different collectibles to look at. Door knocker, nice iron, kind of a cowboy themed. And we have a very pretty Art Nouveau box. I'm trying to figure out whether this is genuine or a repro. It doesn't look like it looks too new. It just doesn't have that feel. It's attractive, but I really like the real deal. It's not marked on the bottom, and it just looks like it's a reproduction. So I'm just going to leave that. I would love it if it was real. If it was real, I think it would be brass and ivory. Let's see what else we have. So much to look at. A saddle, right in the middle of all this glassware. Well, I don't think I need a saddle today. Okay, moving on. It looks like we have some Roseville pottery. Very attractive. They look to be in very good condition. They are asking full retail though. I do, like I keep saying, like seeing what other sellers are doing. And I like these bronze pieces. It looks like they're a pair. They're individually priced though. Oh, and this lamp, turn of the century type look to it with marble base and brass. And look at this beautiful Art Nouveau piece. It looks like it belongs in Hollywood. Nice color on that. And here are some Black Americana collectibles. Take a look at those. Let's see if I can open this. Yay, I can get in there. I wanted to see this piece. It's quite heavy. It's really a statement piece. I can see that on a credenza or a coffee table in the 1950s. The color is really attractive, and the swirl shape. We have some more candlesticks here. Now I have a pair of candlesticks very similar to these in the Picker Road Boutique, and I have a much lower price on them, so it's interesting to see this set and what this seller is asking. Really almost double what I am, but they are lovely, and it's nice to see another set. Well, here's some more Art Nouveau looking pieces. Again, I don't believe these are old. I think they are repops, but so attractive. I love the Art Nouveau style. And here's a big box of buttons, mostly from Caesar's Palace. Hey, David Copperfield, magic for the 90s. Now he's still playing Vegas, so he's been here for many, many decades. And what else do we have? We have Anne Margaret. Oh, always one of my favorites. Such a beautiful woman and so talented. She's been around a long time, and she's still going. Glad to know that. Let's see, who else do we have down there? Looks like we have, we have Julio Iglesias. We have nothing than that. Let's see, digging. Just look and see what they have. Jay Leno at Caesar's Palace. He's another guy that just keeps on going. And Johnny Mathis, chances are he was playing many casinos. Really interesting. These buttons are quite old. They don't do these anymore. And Dionne Warwick and Burt Bacharach. My goodness, we just lost Burt Bacharach. What a talent. So many of his songs were the background of our lives. Wow. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, it's fun to be Irish. Hey, it's almost St. Patrick's Day. I should take this. Absolutely. And now in this room, on this shelf, I see this really cute little mouse Santa bank. He looks like he might be from the 60s with little dimples. He's made of kind of a composite, and he's very light. I'm going to have to leave him, even though he's so cute. And here's a shelf full of precious moments. They're really darling collectible, and they used to be so popular, but the market just got oversaturated. It's too bad, because they're well made, and their faces are really, really cute. Some people still like them very much, and that's why they're here. Look at that little face. I've always liked them. I hope they make a comeback.
Look at these cool vintage license plates. These are some really old ones. They're really rusted, but you can see the age because some of them only have 5 numbers on them. That means that when they were made, there were less than 100,000 cars in the state. Think about that.
Now here's a really heavy-duty cast iron pot and lid. It looks like something you'd find out on a western chuck wagon trail. You could cook your beans in that. Another pot and some really old antique utensils. Those are interesting. And this appears to be a replica of a cast iron stove. Now, if that's a salesman's sample, then that would be valuable. That's what salesmen used to use long ago to sell their products. People couldn't go into stores, so the salesman would go right to the farm or the house and bring little salesman samples of stoves or other things that they were selling. Those are very popular as collectibles.
Look at all these vintage cameras. I love film cameras. I actually have a Super 8 camera similar to this one myself. It's so much fun to shoot on film. There's just a texture and a grain to it that you can't get nowadays. Whenever I'm in antique malls, I love looking at old cameras. These are some still cameras. Oh, look at these lenses.
Now here's some old wooden crates. This one's Pepsi, and looks like we have Squirt. And this is really interesting because these are the real deal. And look at that, they were made by Sturdy Built. They are, because they're still around. Those guys are older. And again, the Squirt one, and it looks like another Pepsi under there. Those are heavy duty, and they've stayed the test of time. A lot of glassware in this mall. I believe this is an Empoli glass. Beautiful aqua color. Nicely made. Good weight to it. A very pretty piece. Again, the price is just all retail. And these blue vases are really nice. This looks like a swung glass, but I'm not really sure. And here we have some old-time postcards. Look at this. People on vacation. They don't dress like that anymore. I'm trying to see where this is. I don't really recognize it. Let's look. It is Santa Monica. Wow. Santa Monica does not look like that anymore. Very interesting pieces. It's fun to see these little pieces of the past. That's Santa Monica too. Nice. They're in good shape too. What's over here? Let's see. More from Inglewood, California. Oh, and look at the Brown Derby. That used to be in Hollywood. It's not there anymore, but that used to be a favorite hangout for a lot of the stars.
Wow, these are cool. El Rancho Vegas coasters. El Rancho was one of the original casino properties here in Las Vegas. We're talking back in the Bugsy Siegel days. That's a piece of Vegas history.
As we go through the halls, I see this guitar. It's been made into an art piece, kind of like a shelf unit. Very interesting. I've never seen that before. The artist had a great imagination. Luckily, it's not a particularly expensive guitar, because that would have been a shame to do that. But with this guitar, it turns it into another style of work of art. It's very beautifully done. And next to it, the artist has also done a violin in kind of a steampunk theme. I like that. Let's see, it is $225. The artist is Renee. Well, that was fun. I think we deserve a nice treat, don't you?
We're visiting Grandma Daisy's, which is an old-style confectionery shop. Look at these delicious caramel apples. I kind of agree with that. We all picked out our favorite ice cream flavors and we're toasting a successful day of picking. That's so good. While we enjoy our delicious ice cream, let's look back at all of our finds today and we'll give you the values of them. Aw, aren't they adorable? We've had an amazing time here at the Hoover Dam and in Boulder City, Nevada.
And we had a really delicious treat.
If you enjoyed yourself, please subscribe to our channel. It's free and it helps us grow. Also, give us a like and leave us a comment. And as always, join the journey.